YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back with some updated rookie rankings heading into the final week of the regular season, week 18. Next week, actually, we'll be doing my NFL awards video, so I'll make my picks. I'll actually have some rankings for rookie. We'll show my final rankings. I'll make my pick on who should win the award, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, all those different awards, and you guys will have a say as well. You guys will vote on Twitter and have your picks. There'll be multiple different polls going on, so those will go out at the end of this weekend, going into Monday, perhaps some game picks as well. So you guys will have a say and be involved in a lot of videos coming up here. So make sure you follow that Twitter. It's on your screen. There's a link down below. Playoff content right around the corner. Really excited about that. Ready for some playoff football. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on, and join us for all that. Be much appreciated. Rookie rankings, not too many big changes here. I will say the top two are really close together again, like when we started these rankings, and that's MICAH Parsons and Ja'Marr Chase, of course. Maybe the top two separate themselves for now. Maybe the range of three, ranking 3 to 8, kind of separate themselves. One more week left of play. It sounds like Parsons will be out, so that's actually pretty tough. But a monster season for him. He remains at 1. Ja'Marr Chase remains at 2, but stock is kind of up, even though he stays put at 2. Stock is very much up because of his performance last week against Kansas City Chiefs. Elite performance. He's going to be an elite receiver. He's already up there. He's going to be. I think he's going to be the best receiver in football any time now, any year now. Can just do it all, and he's proven that. And we had elite grades on MICAH Parsons, Ja'Marr Chase coming from this past draft. So I'm excited about those players. When we started these rankings, it was very tight between MICAH Parsons and Ja'Marr Chase, and it was kind of separating a little bit. Now we're back together. Why MICAH Parsons is number 1 for me still with 1 week left to play. He's up for the Defensive Player of the Year as a rookie. Not only Defensive Rookie of the Year, but Defensive Player of the Year. And I always I really respect and really like the players that do it all. You know, the versatile players that also have the production to go along. And I'll tell you why. It's because I think it's a problem in terms of game planning, watching film, like, what's this guy doing? You know, it's hard to predict, figure out if there's a pattern or what this guy's going to do. And the same thing happens when you line up to snap the ball. You're trying to figure out where this guy's coming from. Is he rushing? Is he dropping back? I think that opens things up for teammates, makes the defense better. But he also, usually those guys don't get a lot of production. He has a lot of production on top of it. So that's why MICAH Parsons is 1. Ja'Marr Chase is ridiculous. He's number 2. I think those are the offensive, defensive rookies of the year, obviously, and I think they separate themselves from the rest. JAYLEN Waddle's still at 3. He was kind of getting those footsteps on Ja'Marr Chase, that battle for that number 1 receiver. I think Ja'Marr Chase kind of separated himself because every week does matter here, and what he did last week and a little bit of a quiet week from Waddle. So with 1 more week to play, can Waddle catch Chase for that number 1 receiver spot? I'd say it's very, very unlikely, but it's still an incredible season from JAYLEN Waddle. He's sitting at this 3 spot. I don't think it was really his fault that he didn't really get much going. I think it was like a one big play equaled his yards last week. I think it was more of the Dolphins' fault, quarterback play, weather, playing a stout Titans defense. I'm very impressed with JAYLEN Waddle and how he's progressed over the season. So he's still at number 3. And not many changes here. Slater's still at 4. Big reason why the Chargers offense line has stepped up. Fantastic year. Humphrey, one of the better centers in football. At number 5 still. Number 6, SURTAIN still there. Lockdown corner that also has some playmaking ability. Broncos defense getting better. I think it's because of guys like that. Mac Jones, really fell down to this spot over the last, few weeks. His play wasn't too great. But then this past week against the Jaguars, he played outstanding, had a really good game. He's a smart quarterback. Year 1, it's hard to move him up with those other guys. They're real tight though. I'd say 3 through 7 with 1 more week to go. I think 7, Mac Jones. I'd say number 8 too can jump up, and we'll talk about number 8. But I think these guys. We'll talk about number 8 now. Najee Harris made his way up from 12 to 8. I think 3 through 8, for the most part, pretty much the same category. I think after 1 more week of play, I think it's possible Najee Harris can find himself ranked number 3. 3 can drop to 8. So I think it's pretty close. But Najee Harris, the game he had against the Browns, ridiculous. That was definitely his best game of the season. I saw improvements, which sounds crazy. You see improvement just 1 game later, but he is a rookie. I thought he was hitting the hole quicker, seeing the hole quicker, making people miss more after the hole, whether it was with his feet work, as Justin Jefferson would say, and breaking tackles, ridiculous. I mean, the power, you see that. I mean, just dragging guys. And, just ridiculous performance. It was pretty much Najee Harris and that Steelers defense that won them the game against the Browns. So he went from 12 to 8, kind of solidified himself as the top running back. It was getting pretty tight there, with Javonte Williams, Elijah Mitchell, Ramondre Stevenson playing well. But Najee Harris kind of separated himself here. Let's see if he can hang on to that. You would think so. Number 9, Javon Holland's moved down one spot. I like his versatility, how involved he is in with that defense. He's had an incredible year here. And then number 10, Kyle Pitts, 1,000-yard tight end. Wish he was more involved in the red zone, getting more touchdowns, but incredible season, racking up the yards. I think it's more so, I keep talking about the Falcons just using him more, getting him more involved maybe in the red zone. That can help him. We know he has the talent. And we see the rest of these guys here. Jeremiah Wusu-Karamoa dropped down a little bit from 9 to 11. Some missed tackles here and there. I think that comes with the style of play, just full speed, flying around the field. Amon-Ra St. Brown jumps up from barely missing the cut to being number 12. We knew that was a steal in the draft. We knew it. The guy played both slot and outside receiver at USC. We talked about in the pre-draft process. 2 years ago, he played in the slot, dominated there. And then with Michael Pittman gone, he moved outside and dominated there. We see how good, how talented he is catching the ball after the catch. It was a shocker that he dropped that far. And the teams were taking some random receivers over him, and he is playing out of his mind right now. Giving him the ball in the backfield, anything. He's getting the ball any possible way. So he's been fantastic. Actually, one of the better rookie receivers. And Penei Sewell made his way up in the list recently too. So you see the Lions back to back there. Greg Newsome. The tough part about him is he has missed a good amount of games, but he's played so damn good. He's been a lockdown guy. But when you're kind of splitting hairs with the top tier guys, availability, missing some games, I guess that weighs him down a little bit, but you still got to rank him though because he's been so good. And Javonte Williams, a little quiet the last few weeks, so he's dropped down from 11 to 15. And Elijah Mitchell, tough not ranking him. He's right there. It's almost a tie right now between Javonte Williams and Elijah Mitchell, the running back of the 49ers. I think, availability kind of was the difference. Mitchell's missed some games. Now missing some games and have that much production, pretty damn impressive at the same time. We see him get a receiving touchdown, some production last game. I think Javonte Williams being a little more involved in the receiving game maybe separates them just enough too. Jalen Phillips, Jason Odafe Owe, I should say, productive rushing the passer this year. See some of these other guys too. Ramondre Stevenson was one of my draft crushes this year. He's been fantastic filling in from Damian Harris. If Ramondre Stevenson was a starter full year and there was no Damian Harris, he would be inside the top 15. He might be the best running back, based on this year. Just a thought. I'm not making a statement going forward. He would be if they all had the same amount of snaps, but he's been fantastic for the Patriots there. You see another Patriot, Christian Barmore, Trey Smith, Chiefs on there. So see guys still in the hunt, 1 week left to go. Yeah, like I said, you see vote at GoatHouse NFL. Go to our Twitter. There'll be polls. Sunday night after that last game, we're probably going to put the polls up for the wild card games. You guys will vote for who wins those games, rolling in them, and those will go across the week, and there'll be a video involving your guys' picks. And on Monday, most likely, Monday early afternoon, there'll be some polls for awards, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, for offense, defense, Coach of the Year, Offense of the Year, Defense of the Year. I like making my own awards there. That makes sense to me. Most improved or comeback player, things like that. You guys will vote for all those things come Monday, and that'll be involved along with my picks for the awards and the final rookie rankings in a video later next week, along throughout the week with our playoff content, which I'm very excited for. I'm very excited for playoff football here. So hopefully you join us on Twitter for that to get more involved. Hopefully you join us here on the channel, like, subscribe, and turn notifications on to do that. It'd be much appreciated. Really appreciate the support. We're right there around 80K, so I really appreciate you guys. It's been a blast doing this content once again, but we're never done here because we got playoffs and we got off-season content. We're rolling in with the off-season content slowly as well. I love that stuff. The coach videos, mock draft, updated mock draft next week after we have at least the regular season teams, their draft order for the most part. So join us for all that. Much appreciated. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.